Paranormal Nightshift podcast. Viewer discretion advised.
Welcome to Paranormal Nightshift, your home for all things that go bump in the dark and your fan stories told here. We are still making our way through the Haunted America series, and today we're in Kansas for the Devil's Chair. The legend of the Devil's Chair is pretty simple. An old farmer in Alma refused to sell his land to the city so that they could build a new cemetery. Someone got a little bit too tired of waiting for him to sell, so they pushed him into the well. After a while, the smell became horrid. They sent the city out to go and check to see if something was in the well. They went and looked in the well, and it was determined that nothing was there. But they closed it and boarded it up. The well was empty, but the smell still comes all the time. Now, if you make your way to Alma, you can actually sit on the boarded up well, but the legend says that people who have sat there have also been known to disappear. It seems to be the source of a lot of disappearances in Kansas. This is a modern day encounter told by Gary in Kansas. My girlfriend Beth was really into the paranormal and was obsessed with this idea about the Devil's Chair. She wanted to know. She wanted to know the truths behind it, and she had a podcast and loved to go and debunk all these paranormal things. I truthfully believe that there's certain things that you just don't mess with. Anything demonic, anything having to deal with Ouija boards or curses, why would you go and investigate those things? This was the only time that she had done an investigation without me. I just told her I don't feel safe doing this, and I don't think you should go. She went to the cemetery alone that night, and she found the Devil's Chair. She was determined to live stream the whole thing. She sat on the chair and said, "See, nothing's happening. Nothing's going on. It's just silly. It's an old story." But as she looked down, she found that her legs were turning blue, and she couldn't move them. The live stream very quickly turned into panic. Something was pulling on her, slowly pulling her down. She tried to move, but she was trapped. She was just trapped, sitting there on the well, screaming, but nobody could hear her. Nobody could help her. Her body just slowly sunk into the ground. I watched in terror as inch by inch of her just slowly was pulled into the ground. To this day, her disappearance has never been solved. Some believe that the devil himself took her. Others believe that she was drugged straight to hell for tempting her faith and trying to debunk such a cursed area. All I know is, if you ever find yourself in the vicinity of the Devil's Chair, don't sit on it. Don't deal with things like this. It's cursed. Those who mess with it have disappeared without a trace. When the cops got involved with her disappearance, we showed them the live stream, but of course they dismissed it. They said it all had to be staged, all had to be rigged. Maybe she was trying to do it for views, trying to do something to get her podcast to grow, but I've not heard from her. It's been months, almost a year now. Why would she just disappear like that? Where would she go? What would be the purpose of that? None of it makes any sense. I know what I saw and what the other people who watched her live stream saw. Police department won't talk about it anymore. Nobody else wants to get involved. But there are things out there that you can't explain. And whatever it was, it took her. If you guys are enjoying these stories, please check out our Patreon page at paranormalnightshift.com.